Pokenet. Tonight, we're going to be doing our non-Meta Monday live stream, so we're going to go check it out. We got several decks in here I'm super excited to be testing. So we got one of them is that we're going to be doing, probably to start with, is Ceruledege. So this deck looks freaking awesome. This is one that I've always wanted to run, that I've looked to see how well it can do, and so let's go take a look at what we got running tonight. I do like running Ceruledege with Legacy Energy because sometimes it's just too easy for our opponent to go 2-2-2, and I think having the Legacy Energy makes such a big difference with this. And then another thing we got to take a look at is this Chi-Yu inclusion, right? Because there's so many special energies out there. Sorry, so because of the stadiums in play make such a big difference. Especially with the 2-cannon deck being so good, so dependent on having Area 0 in play. So this Scorched Earth has been very interesting, and I think it's going to be fun to see how this works out within this deck too. And then, running just Ceruledege has been so much fun. I love the mechanic. I just want it to be better, and so we're hoping we can find a way to be good within the meta right now. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So we got Ceruledege. We also have, I'm not sure why I didn't change the name on here, but this is like Bouffalant Mega Kang. But we're also running Joltik, right? So the idea is to get into go second with Joltik and try to get like a Pikachu and or Mega Kang fired up. So this has been an interesting deck, and I've deck tested it a couple of different times, so it's going to take a little minute, but we'll see what we got going with that one. I do want to start though with Ceruledege tonight. So we're going to be going with Ceruledege. See if we can get some wins. Again, I think on non-meta Monday we always played non-meta decks, and I think both of these qualify. We may go find some other decks too throughout here that we think qualify. You know, the Beedrill. I don't think Beedrill would be considered meta yet. Same thing with like Hide and Sneak. Certainly some of the Darkrai decks are non-meta. So those are also ones we can get into tonight too and test out. So let's jump into it. Let's see what we can get going with Ceruledege. Hopefully some W's. I think it would be freaking awesome if we can win with Ceruledege, because this is a deck I've wanted to work for a while. And let's see if the meta's primed for Ceruledege to get some W's, right? So let's go take a look. And then otherwise, what else you guys got going tonight? Start of the work week. We got school starting up here locally tomorrow, so had to get the kid in bed a little bit earlier. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. So with Ceruledege, I think I still think we want to go second because it gives us the option to get into Soul Rock and be taking some KOs, and we also have a better option of getting more energy in the discard pile. So that's kind of what we want, where we want to be. All right, well, at least we both mulligan. Let's see what we got, what we be playing to get home. My gosh, what a terrible start. What do we got going here? All right, so ends Zoroark, and we got Fez in the active, which is definitely not ideal. Gosh dang it, Pokemon, why are you doing this to us? We trying to get into a game, get started early here, and I mean, at least we're going to be able to get into Soul Rock Lunatone here, get going here early with this. Do we put Air Balloon on Fez? I guess we got to see what happens out of this lunar cycle, right? Yeah, I mean, this is where we wish we had Squawkabilly, right? If Squawkabilly EX was around, we could just, like, get rid of our whole hand, right, and get started. I guess we'll get rid of both energy. We got to get at least one Charcadet out there. We don't want to get rid of both Ceruledege. I mean, this is something that does happen within this deck, is sometimes you can get too aggressive and you just get rid of way too much stuff. So I have seen that happen. You know, probably 3 or 4 months ago, I was at a challenge, and the guy I was playing against was playing Ceruledege. Oh my god, rough, bro. Rough. This Pheasantipiti's in trouble. I guess we should have retreated, but would we have retreated into Soul Rock? I'm not sure what the plan would have been at that point. But so yeah, so I know a few months ago at a challenge, I ran into a guy playing Ceruledege, and no joke, part of the problem was he got rid of all his Ceruledege, so he got a quick start. He just started discarding like crazy, and we got to the point where all of his Ceruledege and all of his Night Stretchers were in the discard pile. And so that's something just to be aware of as a Ceruledege player, right? Just you got to be careful not to go too fast, right? I don't know. We're in trouble here. I probably should have got out of the active. My God, like, so we just talked about it, right? Do I want to get rid of both Ceruledege? I mean, we got we're in a real tight spot here. So I think we got a Meowth. And let's see what we can get from Meowth here, right? And we got a Lilies, I guess. We got no way out of the active, right? They're definitely going to probably take a 2 prize. They're probably going to start 2 prizes ahead, right? We've got no way. I mean, I guess do we just... it's interesting, right? Do we go Legacy here and just try to stay within the game a little bit more? And then, I mean, if they don't take KO on the next turn, we certainly have the option of being able to get to maybe go 2 turns here and then get into Cruel Arrow, which would be kind of interesting, right? I guess end turn. So I don't know. Again, I've been wanting this deck to be good for a long time. I really like Ceruledege. I like it as a Pokemon. I like the way this mechanic can work. This deck in particular, I think there's a few things we can change. Not running is it Drillbur, right, with like Dig a Little or something, dig or something like that. My bad. That's one I think that has been good. I mean, I understand we can run out of bench space, right? We don't have much bench space as it is currently. So it'd be interesting to see where we get with that. Yeah, let's see where this goes, right? I mean, realistically, if we keep getting clutched, we're in trouble. But I guess the hopes are is we can get to Cruel Arrow, but I mean, we're still not going to hit enough to take a KO. I guess he'll poison himself, right? So be interesting to see how that works out. I mean, geez. I guess we're going to Lilies because I don't love that hand. We need to get another Charcadet on board for sure. All right. We're going to have a ton of energy in the discard pile by the time we're actually attacking, right? You know, this didn't start out great, but we'll see where we end up at. Prism Tower has been such an awesome inclusion, right? So let's just go 1 and 1. I don't think it matters, to tell you the truth. And then pass. So let's see here. I mean, realistically, if they don't take this KO, right, we're in a pretty dang good place. Because he's not, you know, realistically, because he's poisoned. I mean, can he even attack? He can't even attack with Zoroark, right? I guess they have tomes. So. I mean, realistically, tomes could get him back into this, and he's got both Zekrom and Reshiram in the active or in the discard, right? And that's why we found tomes has been so huge for this deck in particular, right? Yeah, they're just saving themselves another turn because they know that we're going to be able to. All right, that we'd be hitting on the next turn, right? So I don't know here. I think we fighting gong a couple times. Did we get rid of both? We got rid of both those Ceruledege, so we need all them dang. We need all them night stretchers we got rid of, right? We need to get the night stretcher back. All right, there we go. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, because I don't think this deck has any way out of the active. We just run Carmine here. I guess we go get the fighting energies. I am going to check the deck just to make sure where we're at energy-wise. Dang, so we don't got any fire energy left, so I don't want to Carmine this turn. So we definitely want to attach fighting, right? And I guess, you know, realistically, not that we couldn't get into Tucktail, but that's whatever, right? I mean, this is not going the way we want it to, and boss doesn't help us, right? I mean, we're problematic here. I don't think there's any way out of the active in this situation. Is it worth finding a getting a Carmine in here, or not Carmine? Kieran. I don't know the answer to that, but this certainly sucks. We got zero way to get out of the active. We're just going to be sitting here hurting the whole time, man. Boo. Yeah, and Tucktail doesn't do us any good, right? I mean, while it gets us out of the active, they could also just yeah, get up Fez, I guess, right? I don't know. You gotta let me know in the chat, right? What is a way for us to be out of the active within this, right? I don't know if we're running a switch. I mean, we certainly haven't seen one. And all they're doing is getting set up, right? I mean, this is totally not great, bro. Not how I love playing Pokemon, right? Being the active lock, this kind of sucks. All right, so God, I hate getting rid of our hand, right? I mean, I don't know. I don't think we have a switch. So let's go take a look here and see what we got in here. But and we got no switch. We got 1 energy left. 7 cards. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is just where we're at this point, right? So pretty depressing. Again, we don't have unless we prized a switch. This deck runs 0 ways out of the lock, and I mean, I'm guessing switch is going to be the best way to do it. I wish I looked closer. I mean, we're not running Prime Catcher. I mean, we prize our A spec, right? Is Legacy Energy. So I wonder if there's just what would be the right inclusion. I mean, maybe a couple switches, I guess. But nobody plays Switch anymore, right? Just like doesn't happen. Okay, so I mean, what's the correct way around this? I mean, how many energy we got over there? 1, 2. Oh my God, I gotta see. Count my energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how we can move into this and make things work the way we need to. Brr. Be interesting if we can get into if we can actually use Briar, if that's the way we could get into a win. But I think again, the fact that we have Legacy on Fez is going to hurt us a bit. But I mean, they gotta get set up a little bit better too, right? But being retreat locked really sucked. That really killed us. And they gotta go tomes, right? And they're definitely going to be able to take the KO. You know, certainly the Zekrom and getting to the 20 is problematic for sure, right? I think we're out of here. This is definitely an L no matter what. So, gosh dang it, screw that, bro. All right, if you haven't, dudes, go smash the like button, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the channel. Tonight we're doing non-meta Monday, so we're going to be trying to find all non-meta decks. And the other one I'm interested in is this like Joltik Mega Kang box, you know, with Pikachu. You know, I ran Joltik at NAIC last year, and I really like Joltik. I enjoy how it plays. I think that it helps you be a little more aggressive, which again is what I like to do within Pokemon. And the Bouffalant line can make massive difference. I had a buddy that ran Bouffalant for a long time, Bouffalant Mega Kang, and do we want to go first? No, we don't want to go first. And he was so good with the Mega King Bouffalant line, and so that's something I think I want to see how we can do with this too. I mean, I don't love. All right, we're gonna have to get this run errand is gonna have to be legit, bro. It's gonna have to be freaking crazy good. It looks interesting. So we're playing Steve's Metatang, Steven's Metagross on this one, right? Oh, Slow King. This one definitely not my favorite, man. The fact that they can hit 300 with this makes me so mad. I don't know. I remember the first tournament. I played in a tournament of Doom and got hit with this like literally the day that Chaos Rising came out or whatever. I just remember how pissed off I was that this deck can hit for 300. So stupid. Drive me absolutely crazy. So, you know, luckily if we get into the Bouffalants, they can't just KO straight into the Kang. So that's one positive. We need this to be good. We need to be able to get something here. That's not it. This is absolutely wild, right? That we don't have any other ways to get to some other Pokemon here. I'm unsure. Do we just... I guess we Crispin. I mean, my gosh, like this seems like a really bad way to have to do this, but I'm unsure how else we're supposed to really get going. I guess we'll put out Psyduck in case they take the KO. We'll go Kang. We'll just see what happens, right? If they take the KO, I guess we're just done, right? Like no coming back from that. And we got the boss, so say they can't get started very well. I mean, we can at least boss KO whatever's the strongest on the bench. I I'd be happier, right, if we had a way to get into some of the Bouffalants, bro. So let's hope we can get, we just like run errand into like double, God dang it, we didn't need boss. So we need like double Pokepad or something here. Okay. So I don't know, I mean, are we better off just KOing the active? Do we just hope that we hit heads? You know, we just boss in hopes we hit heads? That seems pretty iffy, bro. I guess that's where we're going. Nah, we gotta get a better hand, right? Like, we'll just take the KO and the active. And at least with Trolley, we'll protect ourselves way better here. So let's go Bouffalant. I mean, I don't know if we even need Joltik at this point, right? We already got 3 on. So do we go Pikachu? Or do we go Monkey? Do we put the Dark on, though? I guess this is where we're going to go for now. Maybe we got some options to survive through some of this. You know, dude, Light Ball was a tool I thought was going to be great. I thought Light Ball was going to be amazing, and then Pikachu has just not been good. Just wish Pikachu was better, right? Oh, poor Pikachu. Let's see if we can survive through some of this. I'm hopeful because I really hate the deck we're playing against. Good thing we didn't boss try to KO, right? That would have not been the move. I would have been really not happy at that point. Yeah, dude, poor Pika. Hasn't been getting played. God, I loved when 300 just KO'd most everything, right? We haven't been there right now, and that's been a big bummer for sure. All right, I guess we'll go Pikachu here. And we don't need Gravity Mountain. See, we get out of the Pokegear. I mean, a Crispin would be kind of like ideal if somehow they get Kang out of here, but I don't know. I mean, I think we're doing okay, right? I think we just go through this. Dude, bro, I feel like that happens all the time. Like if if I have to KO like a Badoo with Kang, I hit like 5 hits. It's like, what the heck? Right? And then I'll have to like KO. All right, Crispin on the next one that feels all right. And realistically, Pikachu's not going to be a great answer in this matchup, right? Although we would be able to just take the KO on Latias right away instead of having to flip heads. You know, I think that's probably okay to go that route, is just take the automatic KO here on Latias. I mean, I guess we can also just boss again, right? I think that's probably the right answer, is we just boss KO. Now, Bouffalant only protects your active Pokemon, right? As long as... Okay, at least one other Bouffalant in play. All of your basic take 60 less. So it's going to be interesting to see how this works out, right? I mean, I think... Yeah, bro. It's okay. We're about to take a KO, so I really do not care about that. Because he's got nothing set up to go next. And realistically, we're going to be fine either way, right? So then let's Crispin onto our Pikachu. And then I think we'll Ultra Ball for another Latias if it's there. Right? We got to be running 2 Latias, right? I mean, I guess we go Gravity Mountain, and then let's Ultra Ball. Don't need Psyduck. And I think we'll go Ciphers, I guess? I don't think it matters. So I don't know. I think we'll just hold on to We're actually just going to hold on to the Latias. And let's just see where we get from here. I mean, I think it's over, right? They don't have any way they can get back into this, right? Right? I mean, bro, at least we... Again, I feel so much better when we flip tails when we're going to take the KO. No. Man, at the LA Regional this year, God, I was 1 win away from day 2, and the way it was looking was I had to flip 2 heads in a row with Kang to make day 2, and I didn't even flip a single heads. Man, I was so disappointed. The other guy was like, "Well, imagine how I feel, right? If I would have hit the heads." I'm like, "Bro, imagine how I feel. I played a hell of a game, and I should have won. Could have won. Not should have won, but could have won. God, that would have been a sick way to make day." All right, so let's see what we can get here. I mean, I'm not sure what the answer even is here. I don't know if they're just extending it here. I mean, realistically, we're gonna boss win against the Kang, right? Right. And luckily, Pikachu be doing 300, baby. Bum, 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 bum. And the fact that I guess we're doing 350 with Pika. Again, that's part of why I thought Pikachu was just gonna be it, like be legit for so long. I still don't get it. I'm not sure what's going on here, right? We just extending this just because, right? Bro should have just been like, all right, I'm out of here. We didn't get, if we got special red carded, we still had the retreat to get out of the active for the KO anyways. Nah, I mean, I don't know. It's whatever. Burp. Pika for 350, bro. Boom. Good win, GG's us. Thank the Lord that deck didn't win. Anybody running that, I hope loses, right? I hate that deck. I dislike the mechanic. I have for a long time. Probably because when I try playing it, I'm terrible with it, right? When I play it, it never works out. When the other person plays it, then it runs great. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Let me know in the chat, right? Do you like the Slowbro Slowking deck or no? What do you think? I do know I like the all you can yeet. That might be my favorite new attack, right? I mean, there's a bunch of good ones out there. Slumbering Smack, that was another attack I used to love. So I used to say that all the time. Like my son and I would be playing those in like, oh, do we want to go first? No. My son and I would be doing like pre-release or something, and if I got that Kamala with Slumbering Smack, it was going in my deck no matter what, right? At all costs. Bro, this is terrible. At least we got the Patrol, so we got a way to get out of the active. But this Blood Moon being there is not that's not ideal, right? That sucks. Bro, we playing the same dude? This got to be the same guy, right? This is the same dude for show. So I don't know. Do we even go into? Do we go into Joltik? I think instead of into Kang. And we got the Mist Energy, right? So I'm unsure the exact way we want to go here with this. I think Joltik is probably the correct call. I think having the Blood Moon clogging up our bench is not perfect, though. That's not 100% what I want to see. And if we prize the trolley, we'd be in a lot of trouble. All right, what's this? I don't even remember what this Bouffalant does. I got to read it again here. So, ready to run during. Nah, let's go here. We gotta go Joltik. Hey, is this the way we go? I feel like that's where we're at. Unfortunately, right? I mean, we wish we had the bench space. And do we? I guess we wanted the other Joltik so we can attach. We could have attached to it instead. I guess we'll go to Blood Moon. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know if we need all 4. I mean, we can attach to ourselves, but then we need another. We're going to need another energy too. I don't know. This seems bad, but it's where we're at right now. And realistically, if they're not set up, we do have the boss. For boss KO. And if they don't get set up with another slow bro, it don't matter either way, right? Like, in either instance, we're okay if they don't get a better board state. I wonder how that's going to work out, right? Boo. Dude, this telepathic energy be making me mad at times. Just made their board state better, right? So, right, if you don't have the stadium and/or you can't use ciphers to get where you want. Yeah, okay. So, whatever, we'll boss KO the king, and then we gotta see where we're at after that, right? Let's hopefully we run into something like half decent, right? A lightning energy would have been maybe more legit, right? I just don't even know where to put. I guess. You know, that a lightning energy would have made me feel way better right there, right? Lightning energy would have been legit, bro. We need that 300 when we hitting into Kang, right? We don't need that now. Right, but I don't think the mist helps us in this matchup very, very much, right? Isn't it all damage, right? Isn't Zerua and Kiram, those are both damage to the bench, I think. I mean, Jumbo Ice Cream gonna be legit. I mean, Super Potion, I don't know if I love. I mean, realistically, getting rid of 1 energy is obviously not terrible. I guess we could have attached here to Kang, right? So we could have immediately been able to use it. But we're at, what, 80, 160, 220 healing there. All right, so what's the option here, right? They want to get into... I mean, did they use... So they go Wonder Patch if they have the stadium, and then whatever they want to try to hit with, right? That's got to be, it's got to be their options here. Find out let's see what happens here. We'll go through this. The fact that we got to play this deck back to back, not great, right? Not what I want to see. Right? We both knocked out, bro. So that's why we needed the mist energy there, right? You gotta help me with damn, bro. That's why we need the mist energy where it was at. We had it in the wrong spot, right? All right, so what do we got going here? Let's... So I wish... Gosh dang it, how much... We're doing 50... But we gotta have the lightning energy, right, to make it work. Let's go see what we can get out of Patrol. I can do the factory just to see where we're at, I guess. Like, I don't know. I'm a little bummed. We're just going to be missing it here, right? Is we're going to be able to do 50 here, but we're only going to be 240, so we're going to be 10 away from 3 prizes on King. So that's kind of a bummer, right? That we're just going to miss out on that. Yeah, I don't know, bros. No idea, bros. This is like not good. Not good. We'll find out. I mean, if they've got the answer and then they take the KO, then we cooked. That's my bad for like I was asking, right? Is where does the mist energy help us? Well, it helps us with that, right? We needed to put the mist on Kang. And then they couldn't have taken that KO, so that certainly would have been big, right? I still think the Bouffalants are taking 60 less, so I think Kiram doesn't knock out the Bouffalants, right? I'm pretty sure. I think I'm right on that one, but I was wrong on where to put the mist energy. So, but I'm hopeful in this one. I think they're both still taking 60 less damage from attacks. Because it doesn't say they have to be in the active, so... But let's just hope this guy's got no way to get to what he needs, right? He still needs the Wondrous Patch. They already got Academy of Night out there, so... Kind of interesting to see. I mean, we're probably in a world of hurt here. I think we're in trouble. But maybe not. I mean, if they don't get another slow bro set up, right? If they can't get slow poke on the slow poke. If they can't get slow poke on the bench, then we in great shape, right? Then we can just boss KO, and maybe we win. All right, so I think we still want King, so we can at least attach, and then maybe crisp and attach on the next one. So, let's get rid of the stadium, and then 240. You know, I do miss Blood Moon Ursa Luna, right? We used to have Blood Moon in like a one-off in every deck, right? We used to have Blood Moon all over the damn place, so it's kind of a bummer we just don't see Blood Moon as much anymore. Like, I mean, it's whatever, just... So what's the play here on our next turn? I mean, I guess we hope we Pokegear for Crispin. I mean, are we even going to have enough energy left? It's a good question. Do we have energy left in there? 1, 2, 3. There's 4 grass. So we know the lightning is gone, the grass is gone. I know so there's a dark and there's another metal. So there's still the pot there. We certainly should be able to Crispin attach to Kang. But again, we know with the last Joltik that we don't have any any grass or lightning left in there. And what's he got? How many he got over here? 1, 2, 3 slowpoke. 1, 2, 3 slow. All right, W bros. Back-to-back wins against the worst deck in the meta. At least for me, I really dislike that deck. But all right, good for us, right? Let's get a match not against that deck, right? Let's maybe I give it a second. Let's go like actually put the name in here for this. Like I thought it had already. Let's go rename. Where are we at? Rename. Oh my bad. We gotta go here. Let's go Bouffalant Joltik maybe. I mean we're 2-0 with this deck. Again, I like how this plays because I like running Joltik. I think a lot of decks right now want to go first, so we have a lot of good options of getting into Joltik on turn 1 going second. And the fact that we can fire up a Kang or the Pikachu really fast is certainly, again, a way I like playing Pokemon. I like being aggressive. And that's why I played Joltik Pikachu. I ran the Joltik box at NAIC last year. I ran it for months before that too. I mean, I really liked that deck. So I'm actually glad to be able to play it again. Oh, well, all right. And we got the Betrayal. I didn't see, though, did they chose to go first, though? All right, that helps me out. If they chose to go second, we would have been in a lot of trouble. Right, because I guess we could have Ultra Balled for at least something on the bench. So we gotta hope we didn't prize the trolley, right? As long as we got trolley, I guess we need an energy though, right? So you gotta be kidding me, bros. You gotta be kidding me. No way. At least that's a different one. Right? I mean, at least it's a different one of these we're looking at. And if we don't get an energy, I guess we still trolley into Kang, so we can run errand, right? Just give me an energy though. Oh, okay. All right, bros. That makes me feel so much better. And the second piece we need. All right, so I got to read this one. I got to read this Bouffalant a little bit better. During your opponent's next turn, if this Pokemon is damaged from attacks or is knocked out, put 6 damage counters. Okay, 150 for 4. Damn. I mean, I guess 40 can get us a KO. So let's see. We go there. Monkey. I guess. Sure. Might as well put up our stadium, get us 2 extra cards. So I think we go 3 onto Kang to get Kang ready to go, and then we'll put 1. No, bro, you gotta be kidding me. This makes me unhappy. Dude, we had to prize at least 2 lightning energy? That is not good. I mean, maybe it's only running 4, but usually we're running 5, right? Usually you're running a 5/5 grass lightning. Maybe it's only running 4/4. I gotta look more closely at the deck list, I guess. But it don't matter. We're going to be able to attack with either one of them on the next turn. If they go to smooch him, right, we just put up Bouffalant and take the KO there instead of Kang, right? We could also just KO with Galvantula. If we Pokegear into the boss, then we just boss KO Slowpoke, right? Yeah, we gotta see how they play this. I mean, I'm not opposed to getting the boss for the KO. I think that would make me feel better. Oh, bro, they got the Mega. Boo. All right, so going to be interesting to see how this one actually plays out. If I knew that they were playing the Mega, right, then we should have put out Pikachu for sure, because we can hit 350 with it. Okay. I'm real confused now. What was the reason for that, right? Do we know why they used the boss there? I don't know if that makes much sense per se. Like, I'm not sure I understand. All right, let's see what we get out of the Pokegear. Ciphers. And this is if it's knocked out or just any time you hit into it, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go Kang, I guess, or Bouffalant, my bad. And then let's put Trell and then maybe go into boss, right? And we're going to we need some dang energy though, right? So I guess Crispin, I don't love that at all. Mist energy would come in handy, so I think we need mist energy. So at least then we could mist onto Kang. And that at least gives us a little bit better option on the next one, right? And if they hit into Bouffalant, then they're taking their own damage counters, right? So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm unsure. Other than I do know we need Pikachu instead of Monkey. So that's where we messed that one up for sure. Because if we go into Pikachu with Light Ball, then we're just one-hit KOing on the Slow King, right? Whatever, bro. Yeah, this is not a deck I've seen, right? The deck we're playing against would have been perfect for non-Meta Monday, right? This would have been a great deck for us to see, for us to be playing. I wish I would have known. Again, we would have gone into Pikachu for sure if we knew what was coming. All right, I mean, at least we survived that. Oh, there's Pikachu now, bro. I don't need you now, bro. Super Potion. I mean, I guess we could attach here. Yeah, let's attach. Let's Jumbo Ice Cream. And then Super Potion. And then we can get rid of maybe the metal, I guess. I don't think it makes any difference. And then I still think we're going to Crispin and attach here. Let's see here. Let's go. I guess we could have Crispin and... Oh, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? What's going on live? Bro. Why does live do this to me? Anytime I got a good thing going, I feel like this never happens when you're getting crapped on, right? Anytime I'm playing terrible, it doesn't freeze up. But anytime I'm playing good, it always freezes on me. Come on, man. Come on, TCG. Man, my emoji not happy either. Come on, brother. Ready Ram. Give me the attack before this thing freezes on me. Bro. Yeah, we probably already cooked at this point, right? It's been long enough. Boo. Right, because what's the play? We would have hit for 40. If they hit into us, then they take 60. And realistically, then we're into King and for the KO. Bro. Damn, bros. Come on, man. So again, when this happens, I'm pretty frustrated because it's almost always I feel like this happens when we're about to win or take a good turn. So I don't know. Is something happen on the other end? Right? Are they disconnecting and then live is just like freezing up on us? Yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't know. I do know. I feel like we had I feel like we had the win coming here, right? We had a good way to keep hitting into him. He didn't have an answer, I don't think. And the fact that we had Kang ready to go on the next one. Damn. Yeah, I don't know. It froze up. It locked up, bros. Boo. Boo TCG live. Shame on you. All right, well, I think we're going to hop off here. I did like this matchup. I think this Bouffalant, I need to get some more deck play in with this because this does play how I love to play Pokemon. So I think I'm going to give this Joltik Bouffalant some run and see how well we can do. Again, realistically, we're finding ways that we could have won with that. In that other Bouffalant is certainly very interesting, and the fact that we're taking 60 less with the curly wall is pretty dang sweet. So I don't know, you guys got to check that out. Let me know what you think about that deck. Is that one that you would want to play, this Bouffalant Joltik? I mean, damn, like I said, I love Joltik. If we can make this work, the fact that most people want to go first is helping us a bunch here, right? I mean, I think Raging Bolt is a problem because they want to go second. And we still, I mean, realistically, if we go first and we don't have Trolley and then we get Badooed, we're in trouble, right? That is not ideal for sure. I think they chose to go second. They chose to go first. They chose to go second. So this makes life a lot harder for sure. I guess we will have the opportunity to attach Crispin and then be attacking, right? So, I mean, it's not the worst option if we have to. See what we get off of the run errand if this is going to help us at all. Bro. I just don't know if we want to give away that we're running the Joltik, right? I think we gotta stand pat here and see what happens. If we get Badooed, then we're just gonna have to go straight into Crispin for the KO, I think. Bro, I already told you what the nightmare was, and now it's happening, right? Dang it. That's why I shouldn't have said nothing, right? I shouldn't have said I don't want to see Badoo, because TCG be listening to me, right? They be listening. They heard what I had to say. Brother. Uh-huh. We knew this was coming. Realistically, I'd still love to hit a Bouffalant here on this on one of these next 3 cards, because then we're at least going to be in a much better place at that point. That's not it. Go there. Come on, Bouffalant. Not it neither. Man, I don't know. This is tough, right? I think this is where we go. I think we'll go with the other grass, and then we'll hope that at some point, if we need to, we can get into the whatever. Say we got a monkey, we at least have the opportunity to get into monkey here. You know, it still looks like we're playing Raging Bolt, right? I think with the grass lightning, we could certainly be playing this as a Raging Bolt deck. So I don't know if we've given away the Joltik per se. We're gonna get Badooed again. Probably. So then we gotta hope that one of the next 3 cards is we gotta hope we get out of the next 3 we get Bouffalant, Curly Wall, and a Monkey Dory, right? That would be the goal. Because I'm sure we're gonna get Badooed yet again, brother. All right. Boo. I mean, a boss's orders would be fine too, right? So the ideal 3 cards would be boss's orders, Monkey Dory, and a Bouffalant with Curly Wall, right? That would be if those are the next 3 cards, I'll be stoked. Right? TCG be like helping us out for show. Damn, bro. I mean, this wild, right? I mean, but look, we have to be able to beat this deck if we're actually going to be good in the meta. So that's why I like playing these non-meta decks, is to find out what can actually work against the meta. And right now, that's Dragapult, right? So whatever. We need to get the Curly Wall Bouffalant out here pretty damn fast, though, right? Jesus, man. We've seen a whole bunch of nothing, and this dude be just rolling through all these cards. God dang it. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? What's the reason for the shaman? Just to use it as fodder? It could be just to get rid of it. They thin the deck out or something. Nope. All right, again, I'll take a boss. We want to get a boss here for sure, because if we can take out the Dracloak without damage, then we're in a better place for sure. Latias ain't one of the 3 cards we wanted. I mean, boss, fine. And I'd still say that's not the card we wanted, right? I mean, realistically, No, I mean, I guess so. I think was boss number 1 on the list. Maybe. Of course, we flip 3 heads when we don't need it, right? That always happens, bro. I'm telling you. Driving me crazy. All right. I mean, I find it hard to believe they're not going to be able to get into to Dragapult on this turn. Unsure, right? What's the next play? Do we go ciphers into the trolley? But then what do we do with that, right? Like, what's the next thing to get set up? I mean, realistically, we would be able to get Monkey up and then take a KO on the Badoo. Okay, well, not ideal here, bro. Not ideal. That unfair stamp, I think, is going to hurt really damn bad, bro. Unless we get a stadium. No. I mean, Petrol, at least Petrol helps us a little bit. I mean, are they going to Badoo us, though? Or are they better off... or do we go, instead of the trolley, do we go stadium so we can draw 4 more? That'll get us 4 more cards, right? So if we Petrol stadium for Team Rocket's factory, we can then use Kang and we get to use the stadium? If we get Badoo, that's where we have to go, right? I mean, I think in some ways, are they better Badooing us than hitting us with Dragapult anyways? I mean, that's interesting to think, right? Is it better to Badoo? Yeah, for sure. I mean, again, it makes our decision a lot easier here. And they're probably only running 1 of those. I would be really happy if we hit a Dark Energy Monkey Dory, bros. Like, just Dark... God damn it. Now we got 2 more options at it. Let's see what happens here. None of them. We're not in a great place here. I would have much rather found almost anything else out of that option. I mean, it's hard when we're 3 prizes ahead and I still feel like we're losing, right? We're 3 prizes up and I still feel behind. I guess the hopes are as we hit 2 heads, right? And if they promote the Dragapult and we hit 2 heads, then we feel great, right? So again, that's why the Risky Ruins is killing him here, right? Because it at least makes it more within reach. I mean, 2 heads feels reasonable. 3 heads feels impossible. Not impossible, but both are unlikely. Well, we got a 25% chance of hitting 2 heads. Oh, bros. Damn it. Now we gotta hit 3 heads again, or a monkey. And realistically, we can... We'll have to see where we can get here with this. I'm unsure what we want to go for. We gotta see what we get through the run errand. I mean, having the Petrel certainly is going to help us out for sure. The problem is I feel like we're going to need Crispin to get the monkey set up, right? So is that the hopes, I guess? I mean, I don't really know. This be ridiculous, bro. The fact that we haven't been able to get anything set up here has been pretty disappointing, right? Like, why does bro keep getting shamans? Yeah, get rid of that thing. I mean, I guess I don't know. I'm unsure here what the best option is going to be. We're going to have to see what we get off this run errand, and then decide from there if there's an option to make this work. I still wish we would have Bouffalants out a long time ago, but I mean, realistically, he's still hitting KOing us in 2 turns, right? So I don't know if having the Bouffalants out would have made a massive difference. Bro. I feel like we need Crispin to at least get this 30 off of here. I mean, they're probably going to have a boss, and they'll take 5 prizes on the next turn, right? I feel like that's probably what's going to happen. We don't really have any hand disruption, right? So, and that's something that's been really disappointing, is not having hand disruption. I've been pretty disappointed with that for sure. So we're going to have to take the KO here for sure. I guess we'll put out another King. And let's just we just got to cross our fingers we get double heads, right? I think that's the only way this is I think that's the only way this is working, is we got to hit double heads and pray. That's literally our only option out of this. Otherwise, we cooked. We cooked, bros. I told you, man. I felt like we behind, even though we were up 3 prizes, we had no way into that game. God dang it. Boo. Boo, Dragapult. When does Dragapult rotate? Does it happen already? Ready to get rid of that deck? Even my son, who's been a Dragapult player for a long time, is kind of over it. He's looking at all these new decks to be playing. He's kind of done with it, which makes sense, right? I mean, it's just been in the meta for so long, for sure. But all right, well, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for jumping on and watching. Again, very interesting. I think this can be some fun decks for sure. And I wonder if we can find some other non-meta decks that we really like. Again, as always, man, we appreciate you guys. Go smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and go check out the channel. And as always, we sign off with